Hello and welcome. I just woke up and it's 6 a.m. and I saw that Chris Roberts actually spoke out. So there's a new letter from the chairman, and yeah, I'm just gonna make like a shorter video of like what's said over there. So yeah, just like strap in and let me roll the intro.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
Right, so first off, let's talk about the key things that were said in the letter of the chairman. The key things that you can take out from this is that 318 is going to be delayed, at least for 3 months, but 317 is going to have two patches. First one is this one, like the Invictus patch, and the second one is going to be a content patch instead of 318. Now, they are delaying 318 because it's going to be the last patch prior to 4.0, which will be the server meshing patch. Now, for 318, they have planned to release the persistent entity streaming, which is going to be one of the foundations on which server meshing is gonna stand on. Now, persistent entity streaming is important because whenever you drop a bottle or armor piece, or maybe you wreck your ship on like Microtech and you want to come back to it a few days later, currently or in the current state of the game, they will just despawn. But with persistent entity streaming, all of those items or ships or whatever should never despawn. I mean, until there's something more important that like needs to be there instead of a bottle. So there's gonna be some kind of a prioritization, and like a shipwreck is more important than like a glass of water or whatever. So yeah, that's one of the things that we need, and we were promised a long time ago, and it's really nice to see that they're working on it and that they will actually do it. But with all new tech, there's gonna be more and more new bugs. So that's why they need to postpone 318 or the release of 318 so they can have 318 in the PTU for a longer duration of time. And they're thinking about having the PTU running for like 3 months until they can fix all the streaming issues with the new persistent entity streaming. Now, let's be honest, how many times have you dropped a weapon or something inside your ship, or like a Cuddy or Andromeda or whatever, and like you stored the ship and it just despawned? Well, persistent entity streaming is gonna solve that issue, and like whatever we drop in our ships is just gonna stay there, so we are all basically gonna become hoarders. Now, my thoughts on this are that like, yeah, okay, that's fine. If we're gonna actually get server meshing by the end of the year or at the start of the next year, please do that, like delay what, like, if this is gonna be the only delay. And yes, I am pissed off because they have delayed salvage once more, but without persistent entity streaming, we can't really have salvage because like those ships that we shoot down are gonna despawn, so we will have nothing to salvage, right? So it's like, fine, I guess. I would love that to happen in like 3 months from now, but I guess we're gonna wait for another 6 months. Maybe not, we will see. I have no idea. But as I've said, if this is gonna be the only delay, it's fine. But like if every patch is gonna be delayed from now on, it's not gonna be fine. So I hope that this is gonna be the only delay that we're gonna have. I mean, we are gonna have 317.2. Chris has promised that we're gonna have like a content patch for 317.2. I don't know what they're gonna release. Nobody knows, basically. So yeah, but there's a few more things that we should talk about in the letter from the chairman. First of which is gonna be that CitizenCon is probably gonna be just like a digital version of CitizenCon, and like just like what we had last year, which is fine. Like it's still the pandemic is still here, but like it's better now. But you never know what's gonna happen, so they don't want to waste time and money and like put all the effort in just to like not have the CitizenCon in the end. So yeah, we're just gonna watch it on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. So for all of you CitizenCon nuts, it's gonna be a letdown, but for me, I'm just a gamer, it's fine. And I guess that's just them being responsible, which is a big plus. Now, A huge thing that was promised from the chairman himself is that in the second half of 2022 we will see a lot more meaningful gameplay making its way into the verse, with another run of Xenothreat, updates to Jumptown, new dynamic events, additional locations and points of interest to explore, and more patch updates. And then he said that there will be no shortage of gameplay and content to experience. And by the year's end, players, or you guys, will be able to enjoy persistent streaming, salvage, cargo refactor, and bounty hunter version 2 gameplay on the live servers. Now, should we trust them that this is all gonna happen in such a short period of time? No, we know CAG, and there's probably gonna be a lot of delays. So whatever you see here or read, I'm gonna post the link down in the comment section. But yeah, like we never know. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you. With 3.17.1, I like with the PTU, I'm surprised because it's a lot better. There's some issues, but it's a lot better, and they have fixed a lot of like old issues that were like destroying the game for years now. But we never know. We shall see if this is actually going to happen. Now, you need to know that this is all just a preparation for the static server meshing, which is basically the first instance of server meshing that we're gonna get for Star Citizen. At least we're gonna get something, right? But like their main goal is to have dynamic server meshing, which differs a lot from static server meshing, and I talked about that in my previous videos, so I'm not gonna talk about that now. The last important thing that he said is that like the Gen 12 renderer is coming, which is gonna like fix most of our FPSs and the issues that we have, and it's gonna utilize more of our GPU power, and that probably is gonna last for a few months, and then they're gonna reamp the graphics or like the lighting or something. So yeah, the game is probably gonna look even better, but at least we're gonna have a better FPS, right? Now, all that you need to take from this video and from the letter of the chairman as a gamer, but not as a technical nerd, is that like we are gonna get server meshing. Well, he promised that we're gonna get server meshing by the end of the year or at the start of the next year, and that there is gonna be a bunch of new content that's gonna keep us occupied. What kind of content? What we really don't know. There, like as I've said, there's some promises for like better Jumptown or just updates to for Jumptown and some other events that are coming and stuff like that. So we really don't know at this point, but it could be a really nice year after all for us, because like the way it started, it didn't look promising at all. So yeah, like I have my hopes up now, and like seeing 317, as I've said, seeing 317.1 in the PTU and all the things that they've done, and even like the Ninetales armor that they have released, it really keeps my hopes up that this game is actually gonna be fun in the next couple of months or maybe in a year. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and thank you to all my patrons that are supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel, there's gonna be a link down in the description of the video, and you can like click on it and just support the channel through Patreon there. So again, thank you for watching, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space, and bye.